Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So, just a little Olympics news. The men's gymnastics team from the United States have finally won some medals for the first time since 2008, I believe. And the world loves them. The world is loving the men's gymnastics team.
Listen, they're doing the hype from last night just when they won the bronze medal, all right?
It's a home run. Oh, my God. The drought is over. Team USA, they will be on that medal stand. Olympic medalist, Steven Nedorozic, you did your job. Now it's official.
Yes.
They're out pumped. We finished third. No, I'm joking, but I was like, they were super hype about that last night.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't see Russia or China out there cheering for third place.
Yeah. First time in 16 years that we've won a medal in men's gymnastics.
Yeah, I saw somebody doing they call it a pommel horse or whatever with the handle.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that? I don't. Dude, they're just like flailing their legs around. I don't know.
So unbelievably hard to do.
I'm sure it's hard to do, but I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that are hard to do that you just shouldn't.
Stuff fun to watch.
I think it's pretty great.
And then there's women shooting like air pistols and stuff. I'm like, what is? I guess these were always sports, but I just never paid attention.
Does that horse thing that guys do? And I realize that's a really amazing thing they do. Do they wear stirrup pants for that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, or at least I think so. I think they're still stirrup.
I always
pants.
think I always imagine them in stirrup pants because there was a picture that keeps flashing in my mind of that they wear stirrup pants.
I think they still do.
Wow. Welcome to 1998.
Today is National Father-in-Law Day, so celebrate your father-in-law.
Oh.
Yeah. Ace's father-in-law. Just how many years older than you?
No, he's 5 years younger than me.
5 years younger. That's right.
He's 5 years
I couldn't
younger.
remember. I knew it was close.
They wouldn't even have gone to high school together.
That's correct.
Yeah. That's what a weird.
Very weird.
Very weird how that happens to be. And then some kind of crazy news. Britney Spears' home in Thousand Lakes, California, I think is what it's called. It's like Calabasas. Was listed online for sale for $9 million on Realtor.com. And it turns out somebody hacked the MLS, which is like the realtor organization that lists all the homes. And her home's not for sale at all.
Oh, man.
And so this happened like recently with Graceland, remember?
Yeah.
They were trying to sell Graceland, and Priscilla Presley was like, we're not selling Graceland. But they were like, it's going to auction. And we were like, whoa. So it was like somebody's trying to sell Britney Spears' house, even though she's not going anywhere. So her management team reached out. They got the listing taken down, but it looks like it was hacked. So God forbid, like, somebody sells your house and you're still living in it. You didn't even know it was up for sale.
Yep.
It's like a weird thing.
Would Brittany even notice, you think?
Probably not. Somebody just starts bringing boxes in. She's like, well,
Just don't touch the knives. Those are mine.
I got a ring light set up if you could just walk around that.
This is where I dance. Other than that, have fun.
Exactly. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
What happens when mom and dad decide this is the guy for you and that relationship falls apart? Well, mom and dad take matters into their own hands. And we end up with a great edition of group therapy. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Big night tonight, 7 Eastern on the Ace and TJ Facebook page. It is this week's Ace and TJ Experience, hosted by TJ's wife, Jody. all alone, all by herself, spilling the tea, answering your questions on the Ace and TJ Facebook page.
Yeah, your deep questions.
So what's that expected to be, 30 minutes?
That's what it's expected to be with us doing it when we do one, but we don't know about her.
So it's 7 Eastern tonight at the Ace TJ Show on Facebook.
It may not be the best therapy, but it's free.
You need many years of therapy.
This is group therapy on the Ace and TJ Show.
I have never experienced anything like this in my life, but you hear these stories, I would say not all the time, but routinely. This DM came from a woman who says, I cannot believe I'm sharing this story with y'all because I can't believe this is even happening to me. My ex-boyfriend and I dated for 2 years. We broke up a couple of months ago. There was no cheating, just too much arguing, and we're going in different directions in life. I'm going in a direction in life, and he is not. The breakup broke my parents' hearts. They loved, all caps, they loved him and thought he was the one. My mom even asked me what I had done that upset him so much that he didn't want to stay together. I don't know, Mom, I have a career and want a future. That's what I did. I admit he's very charming and fun and everyone loves him, and so do I, but he doesn't have any drive or ambition. My mom even said he'd make a great house husband. I don't want a house husband, Mom. I want a partner and an earner to grow with me. My dad loves him because he's a great athlete. And he plays golf with my dad. Oh, and he's amazing at golf, and all the boys love him, ... whatever. Well, every year in August, we have a big reunion cookout, and they have invited him. And yes, he has accepted. My parents invited him without talking to me about it. Now I don't want to go just to prove a point that it's not okay to do something like that. If I don't go, it will ruin the day. But if I do go, it's like saying it's okay that they ruin mine because I'm going to hate it. I will be stuck there as they fawn all over him and he makes them laugh, and then all I will hear about is how great he is, and can't we work it out? So do I go and have my day suck, or not go and ruin the reunion?
Don't go. It won't ruin the reunion. And if it does, it's your parents' fault, not yours.
That's a good point. It is your parents' fault.
It sounds like the parents have a better time if she doesn't show up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want her there, really.
They want him.
That is harsh.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, to me, just don't go. So I'm just not going to go then. Forget about it. I'm not coming.
Yeah.
They'll go, okay.
I mean, well, can you at least make the dish you were supposed to take and leave it with us?
Dropping off the food you were going to bring anyway.
Supposed to do that 7-layer dip.
We still do need that, yeah.
We're going to need it.
So, what do you think at the Ace TJ Show? Again, her question is, does she go? So, do I go and have my day suck, or not go and ruin the reunion? We'll get your answers coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and you know you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Group therapy. Every Tuesday we do it. If you have a problem or an issue, you can always DM us at any point during the week to prepare for group therapy, which happens every Tuesday at this time. Today, her ex-boyfriend, they dated for 2 years. They broke up a couple of months ago. Everybody loves him. He's great. He just doesn't have any ambition. That's why she broke up with him. Her parents love him, and they have invited him to the family's annual August reunion cookout thing, and she is furious. She said, so do I go to the reunion or to the cookout, whatever, and have my day suck, or not go and ruin the reunion?
I have a little twist to add to what I said earlier about don't go and it's your parents' fault. You're not the one ruining the reunion. I think not only should she not go, she should contact each family member that doesn't know the situation and say, this is the reason I'm not coming. I would love to be there with you guys. You know I love this every year. But I'm not going to be able to come because my parents would rather have ex-boyfriend there than to have me there. So,
yeah. Well,
and then have them come to the parents and say, well, if you want her to come, then she said you've got to go tell him that he's uninvited.
Yeah.
The parents have to do it.
There you go. Well, based on the response from the Ace and TJ radio family so far, we're running about 60-40 percentage-wise. Don't go.
That's closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, there are a surprising number of people that said go. Jody said just go. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of animosity there or that the relationship was toxic or abusive. Go. Do your own thing and let him do his. Families suffer breakups too, and hopefully this will bring some closure.
I think the people saying go, even though he doesn't have any ambition and all now, think that one day he will be rich because he's good at golf.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They see the earning potential in someone who's good at golf. Not that he'll be a golfer.
Yeah.
But that he'll be successful in life because he plays golf.
Tony said, go. If you're over him, he won't bother you. He's just one of your parents' friends now. Brian says, go and find a guy to take with you to the reunion.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Jessica also said, go and take a date.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
But most people say, do not go. Shame on your parents. This is Allison. Do not go. Shame on your parents for not supporting you. Not only would I not go to the reunion, I would step back from other things until they cut ties with him. They owe you an apology for even inviting him.
You heard?
Yeah, and he shouldn't have accepted the invitation.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
Well, he's
trying to get her back.
He's trying to get her back.
Yeah.
What is wrong with him?
And look, if he acts the way you say he does, then he may not even get out of bed in time to go to the reunion.
Yeah.
And then you can tell all the rest of the family. If he doesn't show up, then give me a call and I'll try to ride over there, to catch some of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, blame my parents.
Yeah.
Kristen said their day deserves to be ruined. I sure wouldn't go. That is disrespectful to you.
Yeah.
Or go and make a scene.
Yeah. So the majority of people believe that she should not go, but it is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be overwhelming. Just don't go.
Just tell them they made their choice.
There are two stories out today that are just insane. One is about a cover-up at the Olympics that I can't believe is happening. The second, Rolling Stone has lost its mind and angered pretty much everybody with who they've compared to Dolly Parton. And that one you won't believe. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
I can't give you any details if you don't understand, but the Haktua girl has become, she's an internet sensation, social media sensation, who I feel like her 15 minutes are just about up.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah. But Rolling Stone just said she's the, quote, Gen Z Dolly Parton.
My God.
Now let's recap. Dolly Parton is one of the most prolific singer-songwriters of all time. She sold over 100 million records worldwide. She's had 44 career top 10 country albums, which is the most by any artist ever. She's an actress, accomplished. She's an entrepreneur, obviously, super accomplished. A philanthropist. She's a style icon. She's America's sweetheart. This girl made one dirty joke on social media. That's it. That's all she's got. And I'm not knocking her. I'm just saying, how do you possibly compare to a girl to Dolly Parton.
What was the reason?
They didn't give a reason. I didn't see the reason.
Yeah, the reason was, hey, we're Rolling Stone and we're still here. Look.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
look, we're over here. We're over here.
Some clickbait.
Don't think we're gone.
So,
Although nobody gives a crap what we say anymore and nobody buys our stuff.
so that's mind blowing. Then there's this.
Rolling Stone. What a
This
joke.
from the Olympics. A 29-year-old Dutch sand volleyball player named Steven Vandeveld was jailed for 4 years in the UK for raping a 12-year-old British girl in 2014. He was 19 years old at the time. The girl was 12. He was 19. Under Dutch law, the charge was changed to, quote, fornication. He was booed by the crowd as he took the court at the Eiffel Tower for his debut match Sunday. He and his partner were beaten in their opening match against Italy. The Dutch Olympic team has admitted to, quote, protecting a child rapist, end quote, after he was allowed to skip his post-match interviews. He has his own accommodation away from the Olympic Village, and he has a squad of bodyguards. A petition calling on Olympic chiefs to kick him out of the games has gained more than 108,000 signatures. The British Olympic Association has expressed its anger about the fact that he's being allowed to compete. It's horrible. He is set to play at least 2 more games in the tournament as the Netherlands face Chile and Norway. Yikes. He is a convicted child rapist, and he is allowed to participate in the Olympics. That is insane.
And it sounds like getting special treatment is on top of all that.
Well, they probably have to give him special treatment for his own protection.
No, he don't need to be protected.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need to be there. He shouldn't be allowed to be there at all.
You mean there on Earth?
Yeah.
I will take it there on Earth. I'll go with that. Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Everything you need to know coming up in Now Trending.
It's a radio show. It's a podcast. It even has its own app.
Got the app on my phone, and it's like having a personal DJ in my pocket.
Get the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store.
Download the app.
Or at acetj.com/app.
Our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and you know you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Don't normally cover sports stories, but yesterday, James McCann, he's a catcher for the Baltimore Orioles, took a 95-mile-an-hour fastball right to the face.
Yeah, it's
Tough one to
bad
watch,
business.
man.
Bad business.
I've never seen anything like it. I'm sure it's happened, obviously, but gosh, is it hard to watch.
And he stayed in the game.
And he stayed in the game. I mean, they're treating him right at home plate, and blood is pouring out of his nose. And his nose is as wonky as I've ever seen a nose.
Is clearly broken in more than one place.
That's a man. That is a man.
Truly a masculine effort to stay in the game.
Good for him.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable stuff, but hard to watch. But it was all over the internet yesterday afternoon. Everybody was watching. 95-mile-an-hour fastball right to the face.
And unlike all the other Orioles players, he doesn't look the same. All of the rest of the Orioles players look exactly alike.
Do they?
Yeah, they get.
Do they really?
There's the thing going around. They always draft guys that look exactly the same. One guy even grew out a big mustache, so he didn't look like the rest of them. Like there are like 3 or 4 of them that look almost just alike. The same look, kind of long, blondish, sandy hair, built about the same.
That's weird.
I haven't noticed. I need to look it up.
That's kind of crazy. Ace was mentioning Dolly Parton earlier, and I noticed you call her Dolly Parton. Is that a Southern thing, like Dolly Parton?
Parton, P-A-R-T-O-N.
P-A-R-T-O-N.
Parton.
Parton. But that sounds weird too.
Parton. It's like P-A-R-T-N.
Parton.
Yeah, Dolly Parton.
Now, a lot of Southerners do say pardon, though.
Parton.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. But Dollywood, I'm sure everybody's seen these viral videos. Dollywood was hit by some flash flooding. So all these viral videos of families walking out in ponchos in knee deep to waist deep water, just trying to get out of the park. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on people. Even, Dollywood's a really cool place. People love it there.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's the whole room. We're having to walk out in storm waters with snakes and all kinds of stuff.
I thought those people were still visiting attractions, but I think they were all being ushered out. I was like, if it's waist deep water, I'm leaving. I don't care how great it is. And then
Smoky Mountain Rain, man.
Yeah.
Smoky Mountain Rain.
You know who doesn't like Dollywood? My father.
Really?
Hated the entire area. He's got like a vendetta against Dollywood. R. Kelly is back in the news. He's asking the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn his convictions on child pornography, sexual assault against minors, all those things that he was convicted of years ago. He's now asking the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn because he said it's beyond the statute of limitations. So I got a feeling he's got no case here. I think they're going to keep him in jail forever.
Don't you kind of hope the Supreme Court says, we'll hear the case just to shut it down? Just to make it one last loss for you, R. Kelly. Boom. Now go back to prison and shut up.
Yeah, probably. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
Usually when someone hurls the term pretty privilege at you, it's supposed to be an insult. But you can't help but take it as a compliment. Because you couldn't have pretty privilege if you weren't pretty to begin with. Well, there's a new kind of privilege that is sweeping the culture. Maybe you fit into this one. Who knows? We'll find out coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help. Because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Tonight at 7 Eastern is the much anticipated Ace and TJ experience hosted by my wife Jody on the Facebook Live, the Ace and TJ Facebook page. 7 Eastern. She's never done anything as far as broadcasting or featured things without my being there to lead her, as the Bible says.
Facts.
That men should lead their wives.
Facts.
But anyway, that's tonight. That'll be fun. Now, when someone says, oh, yeah, well, she's got pretty privilege, meaning whatever this person gets is not gotten by merit. It's only gotten because she's pretty, and things are given to her because she's pretty. And while that is an insult, if you do work hard for things and you've earned your place in the world and you just happen to be pretty, that's an insult. But you have to take it somewhat as a compliment that people actually think you're pretty enough to be privileged from it. Well, there is a young lady on the social medias now who claims to have ugly privilege. She has ugly privilege, and this is how she explains it.
If, like me, you are a woman that men typically don't find attractive, or like that most men aren't attracted to, do you ever find that guys will find like a subtle way of indicating that an interaction is friendly and not flirtatious? Like the other day, this guy came up to me and told me that he liked my glasses, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then he fist bumped me. It was just so funny because like they want to make sure you know that they're not hitting on you, but they don't want to straight up say, I'm not hitting on you, because that might be a little bit rude in their eyes. But like they find a subtle way to, they might use words like dude or bro, another thing that I've heard too. But like, do you ever notice that happens quite a bit?
And then she goes on to say that she doesn't think she's ugly, but men generally don't find her to be attractive and want to give her that kind of attention. And the ugly privilege is because she doesn't want men bothering her. So because she's not a pretty girl, quote unquote, that it is her privilege because she doesn't have to deal with men trying to hit on her and give her that kind of attention.
Man.
So, I have old, out of shape privilege because I don't have NFL teams approaching me all the time asking me to play for them.
Yeah, you could turn anything into privilege then. You're looking at it that way.
I have bad singer privilege because nobody's trying to hassle me into taking a record contract.
Right.
Leave me alone, Clive Davis.
Yeah. Based on that, everybody's got some kind of privilege for things that they don't get in life.
Yeah. So now people have, obviously they're jumping on it and saying, I know, girl, I feel the same way and, whatever. But is that sad?
Yes, I found that pretty sad.
To say that I'm glad I'm not pretty.
Yeah. But she sounds like she's fine with it. She's like, good, I don't want guys hitting on me anyway. But yeah, as soon as I heard her, I went, oh, there's like a sadness element to that.
Bliss. Maybe not, though.
Is she pretty?
All right, we got more coming up.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrich.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Well, I think the entire Ace and TJ listening and viewing family is hanging on the edge of their seats waiting to find out what's going on with this hornet's nest that's on the side of my house.
It's a huge hornet's nest.
Yeah, I posted a picture of it on the social medias, and then my wife and I were talking about it yesterday on our podcast. It's just one thing that my wife was upset about is that people, when I first posted the picture of it, were insinuating that that we, i.e., she, doesn't pay attention and keep up with things at the house. Like, why did you let it get so big? How did this happen? It's like, you're obviously not cleaning your house. Your house is filthy. If you got a hornet's nest. And she's like, I know for a fact that it wasn't there, what did she say? Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then I saw it Friday.
Which was crazy because it's huge.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my gosh,
But those things happen really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't take long at all for that to happen.
And she says it looks like paper mache. I don't even know if kids know what that is. Paper mache.
You do it with a balloon.
But the guy is coming sometime next week to spray it to kill the hornets and then knock it down.
Okay.
And then, of course, something has to come back on me, So in a sassy tone, she's now, and guess what? You're going to have to get up there and pressure wash, and he's going to knock it down, but you're going to have to get up there and pressure wash it to get it all off. I said, okay. I don't really have a pressure washer like that reaches up to the second story of the house.
That was going to be my question.
Well, your friend Michael does. He's got one. Just like I'm just trying to get out of something, she's accusing me of trying to get out of something. But I've seen people on the internets just knock those things into a garbage bag and, run off with it with the live hornets in there. And I think she should do that.
Just hold it out. You knock it in the bag. Just
No, she puts the bag up there, chisels away, knocks it off of the house, and it falls down into the bag, and then zip it up.
And then just get down off that ladder real fast and get it in the trash can.
Yeah, I mean, done and done, you know? But they're called bald-faced hornets, and they have a white face, and they're real pretty.
I didn't know that.
They're pretty. I hate to kill them.
Let's let them hang out.
Yeah.
In the meantime, have y'all sprayed it with anything at all to kind of contain it or anything, or just
no? We have some wild spray, and it's got little holes in the nest.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's where they come and go. And I think I could hit it up in that hole, but once you don't kill them all,
it's on.
Yeah, the guy that's coming to our exterminator guy is bringing some sort of a sprayer that's connected to a tank in his truck or something. You know, more so than my standing on the ground with a can that I got at Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
That foam that comes out. Although that's fun to use, I've never tried it on a full hornet's nest. I don't want to take that chance.
That's a big hornet's nest.
Yeah. So we will keep you updated. And if they start to get in the house, I guess we'll just have to go stay somewhere else. Who knows? It's up to my wife. It's her deal.
I can't wait to hear the rest of this.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, we're here once again with our friend Richard Tucato of the Richard Tucato Companies, and there are a lot of people in credit card debt right now. I mean, the credit card debt is hot. Now, Richard is the guy that could possibly be relieving you of that credit card heat.
That's right. Let's cool you off for summer. Ooh. No payments till fall, and get rid of all the credit card debt. Ace, we paid off $67,000 with the extra equity that everybody is gaining in this market. Literally, she is saving $1,326 a month. If you have credit card debt, get rid of it. Take the pressure off.
This is a member of the radio family who is saving $1,326 a month, all using the equity within her home, all because she called 704-800-4719 and let Richard show her how it works. Or you can also go to homewithrichard.com. But again, you've got the money right there. Let the Richard Tucato Companies help you. 704-800-4719, the Richard Tucato Companies.
Richard Tucato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Hi-oh. Ace, you know how much fun we've had over the years of talking about Riggins overreacting to the fact that he left his vape in his car that time, and he said it was a nightmare. I had to go all the way back downstairs and get my vape out of the car.
It's a nightmare.
Evidently, I didn't know this because I don't vape and I don't live with a vapor. But Riggins is not alone when it comes to this, that people freak out if their vape stick is not in sight at all times. And this is a young lady from the internet's explaining that she's observed the same thing, just a little bit like Riggins when he can't find his vape.
Can y'all tell me what is in them vapes that make y'all so strong and aggressive? Like when y'all lose y'all vape, y'all would lift a house up off its foundation if y'all thought y'all vape was up under there. If we go to war, y'all need to be on the front line throwing cannonballs with y'all bare hands. Y'all can't convince me that if y'all dropped y'all vape in the ocean, that y'all wouldn't swim to the bottom of the ocean and fight a damn hammerhead shark looking for y'all vape. That's just the way y'all act when y'all lose them. I will climb a brick building and rip the damn Papa John sign clean off the wall when y'all get mad looking for y'all damn vape. I watched a girl damn near rip a mattress in half with her bare hands looking for her vape. She turned me every way but loose in her apartment, thinking I had her vape. Baby, my collar was hanging low, almost to my knees. And after she found her vape in her back pocket, she turned and looked at me and blew that cinnamon French toast crunch L in my face and said, "Girl, my bad, I was tripping." Yeah, you was.
She blew that cinnamon French toast crunch in my face and said, "Girl, I was tripping." Yeah, you was.
You on drugs. What is it, Riggins? It freaks people out because are they expensive too?
No, it's what it is. It's just basic old nicotine addiction. That's what it is.
How much does one cost? If like a starter kit on the vaping?
Oh, you can get one $10.
Really?
$12? Yeah, sure. At the gas station, they all sell them. Yeah. But that is funny because it is true. You start panicking. Oh my God! What did I do?
She almost
ripped
a mattress into.
Have you ever had one of those situations like she had where you can't find it and you realize maybe it's in your back pocket or your jacket pocket or something like that?
Yeah, you know how you'll tear up a couch when you lose a remote or something?
Yeah.
Like you start throwing things, it's like that times 10. That's funny though. I've never assaulted anyone over it though.
Wow, ripped down the Papa John's sign.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Girl, I was tripping. Yeah, you was.
That's great.
Riggins and Now Trending coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So McDonald's acknowledged yesterday that their sales fell 0.7% in last year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but to McDonald's, that's a lot. 0.7%. And they said they acknowledged that customers feel as though they're not getting as much value at their McDonald's locations as they once were.
Right, because of inflation. I mean, everything's more expensive. And that McDonald's is usually the example of things, because you think about a cheap meal, it's McDonald's. It's always the generic go-to of a cheap meal is McDonald's. But when you go to McDonald's that's known for cheap meals and they're not cheap anymore, that's how you know there's a problem all over the place.
Yeah, and that was one of the points of an article that I saw yesterday. Starbucks, Burger King, Wendy's, all of them are saying, hey, sales are down right now. It's the first time McDonald's sales have been down quarter since the last quarter of 2020. What was happening then? Oh, a little thing called the pandemic.
Yep. So they have extended that $5 meal deal where you get the one McDouble or McChicken, the small fry, the 4-piece nugget, and the small drink throughout August, which they originally weren't intending to do. But I think they're going to try to make some changes to make their the dollar go further. So I think that's good. Angelina Jolie's son was in an accident on his electric bicycle. You're starting to see stories like this more and more. 20 years old, was rushed to the hospital with a head injury after he ran his electric bicycle into the back of a car. Now, if you remember, a couple years ago, Simon Cowell was in the news. He had a similar accident on one of these electric bikes, and he near bit the bullet. He was down for the count, and I think they've said it was pretty serious at the time.
Yeah. Well, because they're not treated as they should be treated. The electric bike, that is. It should be treated as a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And if you are not trained to ride a motorcycle, or you don't have a special license that says you're capable of driving a motorcycle, you shouldn't be on a motorized bicycle, because that's exactly the same thing. Yeah. Even if it doesn't go faster, as faster, and it's not as powerful, it's still an electric vehicle with two wheels. So it's a motorcycle.
It's scary, and those things fly.
Yeah, there was a kid that came by my house a couple days ago on one, flying down the hill. Just,
do you have to wear a helmet?
You're supposed to, yes.
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So this 20-year-old kid's now in the hospital with a head injury because he crashed into a car. Not good. And then everybody's keeping an eye on the Olympics. So the Olympic count right now, the United States leading with the most medals, although Japan leading with the most gold medals. And The USA men's gymnastics team finally got back on the board with some bronze medals, and first time since 2008 that they've had any medals. So that was good for them. And those are just a few things that are now trending.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So I always enjoy seeing what Ace and TJ find interesting on the internet, because it's usually very different than what I'm looking at. And for a while, TJ's been into like cooking videos and things like that, which makes sense. He's a bit of a culinary artist himself. But he watches a lot of cooking videos, and he points out ridiculous things people do in cooking videos that tells him that these people really can't cook.
Yeah.
And I have an example of that I saw yesterday. I saw somebody, I was watching a grilling video. You know, I'm into my grill now. I saw somebody use a meat thermometer on a hot dog.
What? Get out.
Is that necessary?
Get out of here.
What?
You can't cook if you got to use a meat thermometer on a hot dog.
Because it doesn't matter how hot it gets, it's already cooked before you even throw it on the grill.
Well, to them, they said, you better make sure it's up to 125 degrees or whatever the hell they said. I was like, give me a break.
Or what, it's not safe?
You wanted to get up to 100. I said, you're not really probing a hot dog with a meat thermometer. That tells me you can't cook.
Yeah, and then the trend now with hot dogs, have you seen this? They're scoring them. Everything has to be scored, the hot dogs. They even have these things that come down and make these checkered cuts in the very top of them and all that.
So stupid.
Yeah, it's a hot dog.
It's just a hot dog.
It's a weenie.
You can pretty much eyeball that.
Yeah, I mean, people eat them cold out of the. I mean, some people do. Some people eat them cold right out of the refrigerator.
Yeah. When you're grilling hot dogs, there are two ways that they come, depending on the guest. They're either burnt or not burnt. Some people want them burnt. Some people don't.
Exactly.
If you don't score them when you cook them on the grill, does it have any sort of adverse effects?
Yeah, if you butterfly them, I think they'll curl up if you don't score them. But
I only put them in the microwave, so I don't know.
You're fine.
Or your hot dog toaster. Don't forget that.
I don't have it anymore. It was left at my cousin's house. I bequeathed it to him.
You bequeathed it.
I bequeath you.
One hot dog cooker.
Now, raw onions on a hot dog would ruin the hot dog for TJ. He's like not a fan of hot dogs. What's one ingredient that will ruin an entire meal for you? One simple ingredient. At the Ace TJ Show, we'll get your answers next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
All right, what's one ingredient that will ruin an entire meal for you? For me, it's anything with cloves in it.
Oh, yeah.
And you get that in certain types of cuisine. And I don't know a lot of American dishes that have cloves in them, but they look like little sticks and they taste like Christmas. I hate them, and I can taste it immediately. I'm like, oh, this has cloves in it. Ugh.
You like nutmeg?
Where do you put nutmeg in?
All kinds of things.
Oh, do you?
It's a little thing, you grate it, or either it comes already. Yeah.
No. And I got
kind of spice, like cloves, kind of.
Okay. Ace is
allspice.
Ace is not using a lot of nutmeg either, I don't think.
Well, you didn't even know what it went in.
I know. I'm just saying.
A lot of people put it on top of eggnog.
We're on the same page.
That was going to be my question. I don't know. What do you put
it on?
Exactly. Shut up.
I don't know.
What's one ingredient that will just is there a flavor or a texture that is like, ugh?
Raw onions?
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of. I can if they're chopped up, finely chopped up, they're okay like on a hot dog. I prefer them to not be there.
Yeah.
But big round like circle cut raw onions, I don't want them. But if you cook them, if onions are grilled, I'll take them all day long.
Yeah. Totally transforms the onion.
But like, if you make a hamburger and put up those big, round raw onion on it, not interested at all.
Fat slice of onion.
That's me. It's like raw onion, I despise. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Cooked onion, I love.
Yeah, so good.
So weird.
Rob, what's one ingredient that will ruin a meal for you?
Buffalo sauce.
Really?
Buffalo sauce?
Get out of here.
Oh, it's
Disgusting.
Yeah, he can't handle heat.
No, the heat. I can eat heat, but I hate the flavor. It's disgusting. It needs to go away forever.
And he's a big boneless buffalo wing guy, so that is surprising. At the Ace TJ show, if you've got a great one, the most popular answer, cilantro. It's one of those things. TJ loves it. I don't like it.
I had it this morning.
Yeah.
Cilantro?
I chopped it up and put it on a breakfast burrito.
Yeah,
at home.
It's all right.
I don't care for it at all.
Love it. I think it smells like heaven.
It's not a needle mover for me at all. TJ's loved cilantro.
It's a
forever.
It's a genetic thing.
Yeah,
I think it is. You're right.
You either love it or you hate it.
It tastes like soap if you don't like it, right?
Yeah. Somebody said raisins. Yeah, if there's like a surprise raisin in something, that's going to be a really bad time.
That's my wife.
Raisin.
She hates raisins. Calls them dog ticks. It's nasty.
Yeah, I mean they're gross to look at.
I love them.
Raisins
Chocolate covered raisins, oatmeal raisin cookies all day long.
So
It's
good.
on a log.
Yeah, and there's an anniversary that we have neglected to celebrate, and we'll do it coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
There's an anniversary on the calendar that I completely missed, and I think you'll understand why I missed it, but somebody should have known. This year is the 20th anniversary of Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
2004, Taco Bell introduces Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
They were giving it away for free yesterday.
They were giving it away for free yesterday. It would have been nice to know.
Sorry.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Did you get some for free yesterday, Rob? Because we know your love of Baja Blast.
I did not. I didn't have the chance to go to the Taco Bell.
You get a free medium Baja Blast yesterday.
Rob, that was Mountain Dew Baja Blast you had in the refrigerator in there?
Yeah, that was the zero sugar version.
Okay. Because it's I had one the other day because I just wanted something that wasn't water while Rob and I were working on something.
Oh, no?
It was not delicious.
Oh,
it was not.
You get out of here.
It was not that great. It pales in comparison to regular sweet nectar Mountain Dew.
Really?
Yeah. It's way worse.
Do you do any of the other flavors?
Not really. I don't like red
Code
Mountain. I like
Red.
red Mountain
is
Dew.
so good.
I just like regular old American
Standard.
Mountain Dew.
You got your
Love
live
it.
wire. You got your grape.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, through the end of 2024, you can also get a medium-sized Mountain Dew Baja Blast drink or a regular-sized Baja Blast freeze for just $1 every day between 2 and 5, kind of like their happy hour. And then beginning September 3rd, if you're a rewards member, you can purchase Baja Blast Gelato.
Oh, I'm ready for that.
All of it just sounds so gross to me.
Baja Blast.
I mean, you might as well just go back to eating candy necklaces, as far as I'm concerned, or a ring pop. I mean, it just sounds so like hard candy to me.
Yeah, and it's like this weird blue-green neon color.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's a
And
lot.
I like
to
those
take in.
frozen drinks. I like ices and so forth. And I like the Dr. Pepper freeze or whatever they call it at Taco Bell. It's just that Mountain Dew. I've never liked Mountain Dew flavors.
Yeah. So, sorry we missed the anniversary, but happy 20 years of Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Well, we shouldn't have missed the anniversary if Rob had told us.
Yeah, that was my bad.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.